morning.
Good morning.
You know, it just never ceases to amaze me how I never communicate what hymn I want to sing immediately preceding my sermon, and yet Spirit always puts the right hymn in place. Absolutely always. Today I wanted to talk about change and how we deal with change. And interestingly enough, in Destiny at My Command, it continues to speak about change and how we deal with change. Filled with unction from on high. Okay, not everybody handles change in that way. Not everybody just goes right out and says, yes, I'm going to change today. Yes, I've got more bills. Another blessing. And yet the song continues to say, none of our blessings are ever taken from us. We always have them. Everything we need is there. We truly are blessed. Because at the end of the song it says, since like God, I am divine. What stronger sentence can you claim as your personal truth? I cannot think of one. Since, like God, you are divine. For all of the 10 years that I have come to the church, for any sermon that I have given from this pulpit, I always close it with the same statement. You are holy. You are God. You are loved. If you take anything from the moments that I've been up here, please take that. You are holy. You have that light of God. And so we'll begin with my sermon. The last few years, we've all seen a lot of change. Some bumps, some ups and downs. And whether it's been outside the church or within, we've all gone through those changes together. And though at some points we thought the world was going to come to an end, it never did it? Absolutely not. And change affects each of us differently. Some of us deal with change in anger. Some of us become quite depressed. Some of us daydream. Thank God for Facebook and all of those wonderful little worlds you can get lost in, right? And some of us do that unction, don't we? We step into it and say, yay, change. I'm one of those people. And I would stress to you that I would like to see you be one of those people. Take your power. Claim your power. It is all there in natural law. It is your personal right and your personal choice. And there we have it, don't we? When we're walking through that mud of change, and sometimes it does feel that way, as though each step is just a little bit harder as the next, and even a little bit harder yet, because you don't see that proverbial light at the end of the tunnel. Remember that it's just simply thought in your mind, and that you have the choice to change. Change can also bring hope and love, vision, and new creativity. And certainly as I step into Bradenton, I want to bring that new vision and creativity as a new church for national is created from the bottom up. We bring that new vision, that new light, that new love, as we bring the continuity of life to another group of people, as we bring that hope to them. Now, if you choose to live with the unction from on high, as the hymn so states, find your God source first. Many times we disconnect. We need to connect with our God source first. Recognize who you truly are. Reconnect with that. We walk around blinded, feeling as though we're totally alone. It's not necessary, because your best friend is here within you. So you've reconnected with your God source, and you've remembered, if you will, to be a part of the whole. Now, connect with your higher self. And though they are not exclusive, they are one and the same. That higher self is that connection with your truth. Your truth about you. And it is not the same as your understanding of your God source. So you could say, let's see, what importance is it in connecting to my higher self? I hear that all the time. Why should I do it? That's a good question. Your higher self gives you that clarity and thought. And some of us have had that aha moment as we're sitting there contemplating whatever fear that is just consuming us. And that aha moment, we have that sense of knowing that transforms us from fear to light. Many of us think those are angels that are stepping in, but in that moment, we are connected to our higher self. And we absolutely know, with a sense of peace that just sort of transcends any other knowledge that you could ever have, that all is well. All is well. If you haven't reached that feeling, then you need to go and connect with that higher source, that higher self. So, your third step, you've reconnected with God. You've reconnected with your higher source. You now have balance and self-love. You feel in harmony with your surroundings and an overall sense of well-being. Connect with your inner truth. And all of these are various parts of self, aren't they? But many times we are filled with other people's truths. We live other people's truth about us. Your mom, your teacher, those whom you work with, your sister, your brother, they're all telling you who you should be. And many times you get away from who you are inside, intrinsically. It is one of the things I see the most. People disconnect with their inner truth. So that would be that next step. Reconnect with that inner truth. So now not only do you have the balance, you feel the love of God around you. You recognize that you're connected with all. But now you know your inner truth. And once those steps are followed, I promise you, I absolutely promise you, you will know the next step to take. It will be clear, and the light on the end of the tunnel will have been turned on. There will no more be the mud. It will have washed away. The clarity of your path will be there. Connect. Connect with your higher source. Connect with your higher self. Connect with your inner truth. And wisdom is there. Wisdom is there. And once the light is on, and you have connected, let's create. From that peace and that balance and infinite love and power comes the ability to create your now. And this is when spiritualism is our best tool. Because now we can put in place all of the natural laws that we have learned. Because now we can pull to ourselves exactly what is in our highest and best interest. The law of abundance will flow freely because you won't have any walls saying, oh, no, I don't think so, not really. I don't want to become that baseball player that Dad wants me to be. No, I really didn't want to play the piano all those years my mom wanted me to play. Those walls won't be there. And all of those words that you've heard all your life will no longer be there. Take the time to use those tools. They're simple and easy. So you might say, Leslie, how do I do that? And it's a very simple thing. Reverend Judy and I say this over and over again. Meditate, meditate, meditate. And I look around the room and I think if I asked you to raise your hand if you meditate once a day. Oh, okay. Well, Reverend's not included. You've already learned the trick. If you meditate every day, all of these tools will fall into place. And you will remain connected. You are not alone. In the beginning, you might have thought so, before you began the reconnection process. But infinite love is always around you. And so I wrote you a poem as I was giggling throughout the night. I wrote you a poem. One that expresses my love. You come each week to the church to grow in spirit because inquiring minds just want to learn about the law. Which, by the way, I wanted to know all the natural laws the first day I walked in, and I wanted to know why nobody was explaining them from the pulpit. Just saying. You attend the classes and the seminars, still searching, and your heart still looks without to find the love. Oh, friends, I stand amazed at the wonder of your light, your inner strength, grace, beauty, and your might. You are the light of God. You shine from within and out. You are both the candle and the flame. The angels bring their love and sing their praise of you. You are the reason why I lift my voice in praise. Because of who you are. And I promise to get through this. You doubt yourself and all your contributions, continually wondering if you could be something more. Have you ever wondered why people smile and hug you with admiration? Yet your inner voice just tells you to ignore. Oh, friends, I stand amazed at the glory of your light, your inner strength, your holiness, and love. You are the light of God. You shine from within and out. You are both the candle and the flame. The angels sing to you every day, every night. And I will always lift my voice in praise because of who you are. Because of who you are. Many blessings.